Well, welcome back to the second part of my views on the news. Now I'm with Galina Boggis-Rolfe, who is really someone who specializes in relieving stress. But she's told me as well this afternoon, which I feel is fabulous, she's starting to make people look younger as well. So welcome.
Hello, Ian. Thank you so much for inviting me. I brought some equipment. I brought
Absolutely.
some of my remedies
So we've just been tripping over cables, folks, right across the studio. So hold up this wonderful piece of equipment first of all.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
this is space age, isn't it?
well, this is this equipment being designed especially for space industry.
Yeah.
It's based on heart rate variability
Okay, just hold it around towards the camera a bit more. That's
It's a very
it.
small device.
Yes.
And believe it or not, before that device was developed so small, the equipment, what did exactly the same amount of work, was about this room where we were sitting, the studio.
Really?
Huge, big machines. Heart rate variability method was specially designed by Professor Bayevsky, space medicine scientist in end of 60s, so to monitor astronauts in space.
And I think the part of it is, well, because you have found rejuvenation powers in it really, but they were even then looking at perhaps going to Mars eventually, and they were looking about how to keep really the aging process from going too far with astronauts going to Mars.
What is aging? Aging, it means that we're not dealing with everyday stress very well.
Yeah.
Yes. So aging is when our adaptation system is not working, but our recovery process is actually not working very well. So what this device is showing us when I'm testing my patients is showing us stress level, first of all, how body adapts to this stress. And a stress could be different stress. When we're saying stress, we always think about emotional stress. But it's not necessarily emotional stress because there are so many different stresses in our life. For instance, chemical stress. Yes, so all this chemical toxicity around us. Physical stress, lots of, we work very hard, we don't sleep enough. We have all sorts of sleeping disorders these days. People just don't sleep enough, they don't regenerate. We have physical stress, we have electromagnetic stress. Yes, all these technologies, our phone, our computers, Wi-Fi's. So stress really, for our body, is very, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah. And so basically what I understand that you do, you actually monitor the whole body, and you then decide with your homeopathic remedies as well, what would be the ideal homeopathic remedies to actually change the body in some way, or to make the body more against any sort of stress situations? How would you describe it?
Well, first of all, I do the test. And my patient calls it stress test. It's not quite stress, but it's basically what I see on this, in result of this stress. I see how body adapt to the stress, to everyday stress. So I have parameters like stress index, for instance. And if stress index is high, it means that it's too much stress going on for this patient, okay? I have a parameter called total power, which is actually showing me how much reserves patient have. So I assess that, and I can see that patient's system is in a constant stress, because we very often we live in a constant stress. And then see how other system works. For instance, if a patient in a constant stress, obviously digestive system will not work efficiently enough. And if I would prescribe vitamins, it won't work. If I will give recommendation on healthy diet, it won't work, because do you know what stress response? Do you know what fight and flight is? No? Fight and flight is when we see the danger or we feel the danger, and the body needs to this fight and flight. So either fight or fly, run. Yeah. So it means that our sympathetic part of the nervous system start to work. And then we have blood to our extremities so we can run, our heart start to pump blood, our respiratory system is we start to breathe, more rapid breathing. So all the blood goes into this, to heart and extremities, away from digestive system and reproductive system and all other systems. So when we're in this fight and flight state, there's no activities going on in our digestive system, okay? It's very difficult to run and eat sandwich at the same time, or very difficult to run and, think about reproduction or think about, other things. So for me, very important to see the result, what is going on.
Yeah.
And if patient is in a constant state of stress, first address the nervous system, the calm down nervous system. And I use different techniques, different. I use remedies. I use natural vitamins. I have amazing complexes that based on a very well-researched vitamins. It's carnosine. They're actually from Eastern Europe, from Serbia, and they work really, really well to calm down the nervous system. But I also use body work. I use techniques like deep breathing technique. I use special exercises to calm down nervous system. So first of all, the calm down nervous system, and then we're talking about doing everything else. So then we can look at the digestive system or other problems what patient have. Otherwise, we can't go there until the patient is calm and relaxed.
Now I know, and I'm talking to all our lady viewers at the same time. All our lady viewers always want to look younger than they may be, and one of the first things that I never do when I meet a lady, I never ever ask her age, because that's verboten, but the concept that you're saying now is, I've known you for quite a while, and the transformation, I think, even in yourself, where you're a young lady anyway, but you become even younger. It's almost like I'm meeting you 10 years before. So is it a process that you think can help stop the aging process and even take it back the other way?
Well, we can't stop aging, of course, okay? But definitely we can slow down aging, and we can age in the right way, because you've seen people who are quite young, they already look old, because again, we're coming back to that stress, okay? I'm actually, although I've been a practitioner and consultant for 20 years, I now go into education. So I'm actually not only treating people, not only helping people to get better, I also educate them how not to get unwell. So, and interestingly, one part of my work is anti-aging, as I call it, okay? So... and
believe me, viewers, she's been talking to me about this as well, and I thought I look quite good for my age until I met this young lady again.
Well, the thing is, for men, it's this. You know how this thing.
Put me down.
The scars, yes, make men, more attractive. For women, we don't want to age. I'm actually writing an article to the magazine about menopause, and that is a very interesting topic, because sooner or later, ladies getting into menopause, and then the hormones is storm and. What to do. So the way I'm looking at anti-aging is first to understand what is happening with your body. Okay. Second, so all the processes, what to do. So that's why I actually I do lots of work in the social media, do lots of posting on the social media. So I educate.
So what is your social media platforms? How can people get in contact with you?
At the moment, I'm on Facebook.
Right.
It's called
as what?
Absolute Health Clinic. on Facebook, and I'm getting into Instagram now. I'm a bit old-fashioned, but
I never understand these things, folks.
I know, but I'm getting an Instagram because Instagram is apparently very important.
Excellent.
Yes, anti-aging is not only putting anti-aging cream on your face, as for ladies. You know, anti-aging strategy is actually what you eat. If you eat right food, if you eat certain vitamins, there's so many different things now which you can actually take. But what actually 20 years of experience, I actually develop my own range of supplements, and I brought actually two with me today to show you. So I brought this one is my bestseller.
Yes.
Guess what it is? Distress drops.
Distress drops.
People love it. People love distress drops, and it helps, especially with this, with our stresses, everyday stresses, and nervousness and anxiety. What's actually happening with us? You know, pound is dropping and everything. And this is one immune system tonic, strong immune. So I've got other remedies.
Perfect.
Because very difficult to choose what to take.
No. So, unfortunately, time is beating us today. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
We will have you back, and we will see this aging process being stopped by me. No, you won't. Unfortunately, I think I'm past redemption. But
never know.
Galina, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for watching my views on the news on ALB UK TV. This is Ian Pelantona saying goodbye for now, and have a great day.